everyone, Namaskar, this is Nimisha Bhatt. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with a lovely recipe, that's the dal makhani and the jeera rice. So dal makhani is a creamy dal. We normally use black urad dal, or you can even use black whole urad. It's very healthy, it's full of protein and it's tasty as well. It is creamy and delicious. I'm going to teach you the bestest ever recipe of dal makhani, buttery dal makhani. Dal makhani, normally you can have it with kulcha, naan or jeera rice. Today I'm going to teach you how to make dal makhani with jeera rice. So thank you so much guys for coming back to this video and watching it. So let's get started. So first things first, I have 1 cup of black urad or whole urad and 1/4 cup of rajma or kidney beans. So I had soaked this in water overnight, and now I'm going to show you a very important step in dal makhani. I'm going to get my hands in here and I'm going to scrub this dal while it's raw. It's going to give us the nice reddish hue while in the final process. So just take it like this and scrub it like this. You have to do this process for at least 5 minutes. Scrub it. You can see this dal, it's not so black, it's almost dark greenish. See, so it's very important to soak the dal and the rajma overnight, at least 10 to 12 hours. It's going to turn out so good in the final process. And if you are in a hurry to make dal makhani, then at least soak this dal and rajma for 7 hours, at least 7 hours. Or if you have a lot of time, you can soak it for 10 to 12 hours or overnight. So I'm going to continue scrubbing it well. This dal makhani is going to turn out very nice and everyone is going to love it at your house. As you can see, the water is becoming darker and darker. We are scrubbing it, continuing to scrub it. You know what I believe? If in one recipe there are some steps to be followed or some instructions to be followed, importance in that, there is a certain importance. So also I would suggest you guys to follow all the instructions that I give, and your dal makhani is going to turn out even more better than the restaurant styled. If you're a fan of dal makhani and always like visiting the restaurant for having it, now you can make it at your house. So let me scrub this, and then I'm going to wash this dal at least 4 to 5 times until the water runs clear. This dal that we usually buy from grocery stores is always loaded with chemicals and it's very dirty. So it's very important to wash the dal even before scrubbing it and after scrubbing it. So now it's almost done. I'm going to go and wash this dal 4 to 5 times or until the water becomes clear, and then next process we'll start boiling it. So I have a pressure cooker over here, and into that I'm going to add this washed and soaked dal and rajma. Next in I have water, 4 cups of water. Next in I'm adding in salt. So I'm going to pressure cook this. I'm going to close the lid and I'm going to pressure cook this for 7 whistles on medium flame. So I'll meet you guys after that. So the dal is cooked and ready. Let me show you. Glossy and luscious. You can see it's cooked nicely. It's pretty hot. So let me show you one grain. You can see it's completely cooked. Yeah, it's completely cooked. So now what we are going to do, we are going to make a tadka, a very nice tadka, and then add the dal into that. Okay. So I'm heating up a pan and adding in ghee. This is like 2 tablespoons of ghee. So I'll allow it to melt a bit. And I'm adding in around 1 tablespoon of oil. Don't worry, right now we are not adding in butter. Butter will come at a later stage. So I'll add in freshly chopped garlic. I'm going to saute it until the raw garlic flavor is gone. Wow, looks so good. So fry it for 30 to 40 seconds. Now next in we'll go 4 chopped onions. I've chopped these onions as finely as I could. So 4 medium-sized finely chopped onions. So we are going to saute these onions until golden brown. Not translucent this time. We are going to cook them very well, at least for 6 to 7 minutes on medium flame. So keep on stirring in between. The onions are going to add a very nice taste, but you have to be careful. You don't have to cook the onions just like 2 to 3 minutes and then you add the tomato paste and all those other ingredients. You have to cook these onions very nicely. They'll start releasing their flavor once they are a bit of dark brown in color. So keep on stirring. We don't want our onions to stick to the pan. So dal makhani is another name of patience. You have to patiently cook this. That is when it's going to give you the best results, or what you may say, restaurant style dal makhani. So still continuing to stir in and frying the onions. Hurry has no blessings. That is what ancient people used to say, and still some people believe that, and also I believe that, especially in cooking. You don't have to hurry in. Give yourself some time and make the recipe patiently. It's going to give you the bestest results ever. You're going to forget the restaurant style dal makhani and always make this at home. Especially I prefer having my dal makhani and jeera rice on Saturdays, because urad dal or black urad is really grateful if you have it on Saturdays. It's just so nice. Saturday is a day of urad dal. Sometimes I like making urad dal khichdi, black urad dal khichdi, or dal makhani and jeera rice. It's my alternate to go recipe. So you can see the onions have started to turn brown and is releasing oil. So at this stage I'm adding in some chilies, 3 to 4 chopped green chilies. I'm going to mix this. How nice does this look? I also love eating this with roti or bread. Just onions and chilies, or onions, chilies and some capsicums. Just cook like this. It seems tasty. So I'm just going to stir in for 1 or 2 minutes. I'm going to saute this. until the green chili also releases its flavor. Let's leave this for 1 to 2 minutes. So hereby I have 5 large tomatoes. I just made a paste out of this, and while grinding I added some ginger, 1-inch ginger chopped. So the ginger and the tomatoes paste together. So I used 5 large tomatoes to make this paste. If you're measuring it cup wise, it's 1.5 cup. So I'll add it inside. Wow, how nice does this look? So I'm going to quickly give it a nice stir. It's smelling so nice. So as you guys must be knowing, as soon as you add tomatoes into any dish, you must add something, and that is called salt. So next in, I'm adding in some salt to taste. Remember, we added some salt while boiling the dal, so add accordingly. There. Next in, I'm going to add some freshly chopped coriander leaves. Yeah, just at this stage. Even lastly, I'm going to add some coriander leaves, but adding it after the tomatoes gives it a very nice flavor. So mixing this well, mix it nicely. So I'm not going to add in any more masalas at this stage. We'll add all the masalas, all our routine masalas will be added lastly, not now. So for now, I'm going to close the pan, and I'm going to cook this tomato paste or tomato puree for at least 5 to 7 minutes on medium to high flame. So closing the lid and cooking this for 5 to 7 minutes on medium to high flame, or till the tomatoes start releasing some oil. So let's wait. So in between, you have to open the pan and just stir it well, so that no ingredient sticks to the pan. So stir it just a little bit and close the lid and continue cooking. There we go. So our tomatoes are done. You can see it has started releasing oil. Wow, lovely. So now on the next side of the gas, I've kept some water for heating, because to adjust the consistency of the dal, we are only going to use hot water. We cannot use cold water, as the dal and the water will separate. So keep the water for boiling. So the water is almost boiled, and over here our gravy is almost ready. So as our gravy is ready, next in, we are adding in our boiled dal. It's smelling so nice. As I mentioned earlier, I had added some ginger while making the tomato paste. So it's smelling so nice, like ginger, garlic, onions, and the tanginess of the tomatoes. It's just smelling so good. I wonder how yummy this recipe will be. So adding in the luscious dal. Add all the dal inside. So I've added in all my dal inside, and I'm going to stir in well. I'm going to coat the tomato and the onion and the garlic and all the gravy in this dal. Keep on stirring. So to adjust the consistency, I'm adding in 1 cup of water. Now I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to allow it to boil for at least 10 minutes. For 10 minutes we are going to cook this dal. It's going to release all its starches. We have to cook the starches as well. So mix it. At this stage also we are not adding masalas. Just closing the lid and cooking it for 10 minutes. So the dal has been boiling, and now it's time for us to add our masalas. So I'll start by adding some coriander cumin powder or dhana jeera powder, half tablespoon of that. Next thing I'm adding in garam masala powder, half tablespoon of garam masala powder. And also we are going to add in a special ingredient for the chatpata taste, and that is the amchur powder. So garam masala. Next in amchur powder or dry mango powder for the chatpata taste, half tablespoon. Stirring all this well, slowly. Continue to stir in till everything is combined well. So after adding in the masalas and stirring in well, next in I'm going to do another special tadka. In that I'm going to add in 2 special ingredients for this recipe. So heating up another frying pan, adding in 4 cubes of butter. Remember it's dal makhni, so butter to jayega. Butter will go definitely. With this, adding in just a little bit of oil, just a little bit there. 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. Just like this. Just combine it. We don't have to cook it. Just combine it. Wow. Switch off the flame. So now I'll add this tadka inside our dal. Mix in well. Wow, look at this now. So now I'm going to switch off the flame. Done. And just stir in. As we have added some butter, so it's going to taste like buttery, and also the color is going to be nice with the help of Kashmiri lal mirch, and the mango powder is going to give us that nice chatpata taste. So our dal makhni is almost ready, but we still have to give it one last boil. We are going to add in some kasuri methi, and then I'm going to close the lid and boil it for 5 minutes. So I have in dried kasuri methi, so I have a handful of that. I'm going to add in, just crushing it lightly. Kasuri methi is a must-have ingredient, must-add ingredient in dal makhni, because without this dal makhni doesn't have that nice taste. Wow. So mix in. Yeah, so now I'm going to close the pan and let this boil on low flame for 5 more minutes. Spoons of fresh malai or homemade malai. Stir in well. So I had just switched off the flame before that. Make sure that the flame is not on while you are adding the malai. Mix it well, and this recipe is ready. So for jeera rice, I'm using basmati rice. So I'm taking 1 cup of basmati rice, 1 measuring cup. And now I'm going to wash this. Just washing it, not soaking. So here I have the washed rice. So we are going to make jeera rice in a pan today. So I'm going to use half oil and half ghee for making jeera rice. So let's start. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of ghee and some oil there. So let this ghee and oil heat. Now I'm going to be using bay leaf or tej pata, or in Gujarati it's called tamal patra. So yeah, the ghee is almost about to heat. So I'll add in 2 tej patas, 1 cinnamon stick and some cloves. I'm going to saute this for a while. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of jeera. I'm going to saute all this till the jeera releases its flavors and it starts dancing. You can see the jeera is almost dancing and the clove as well. Okay. Next I'm adding in soaked washed rice. So I'm going to saute this for some few seconds. So as I've used 1 cup of rice, I'm going to be adding 2 cups of water. So adding in 2 cups of water. Next I'm going to add some salt to taste. Just some salt. And I'm going to stir in well. At this point the flame is medium. Now we are going to let this come to a boil. Just 1 boil. So I'm going to close the pan and allow it to boil. You can see it's boiling. So I'm going to stir in. I'm going to mix it well. At this stage I'm going to remove this tej pata, because jeera rice is tasty but not with all this khade masales or not with all these spices. So I'm going to get rid of the tej patas, the 2 tej patas that I added. So yeah, here is another one. So let's get rid of this. So after mixing it, I'm going to keep it in medium flame and we are going to cook this rice for around 6 to 7 minutes. So put a phone near you and take a timer, put the timer 6 to 7 minutes on medium flame. But we are not going to completely close the lid, we are going to keep it this much open. 6 to 7 minutes on medium flame. So our rice has been cooking from 6 to 7 minutes. We'll check. So it's almost cooked, but now on low flame we are going to still cook it for 5 minutes. Closing in the lid and 5 minutes on low flame. So it's been 5 minutes and now the rice is almost ready, but don't serve it yet. Switch off the flame and wait 5 to 10 more minutes for it to evaporate. So close the lid. So we'll serve this after around 5 to 10 minutes. So adding in some freshly chopped coriander leaves and mixing it well. The jeera rice is perfectly ready. It's ready to be served. Also I'm going to be adding some coriander leaves in our dal makhni. Some freshly coriander leaves. There we go. Now both our dal makhni and jeera rice are ready to be served. How lovely do these delicacies look. So let's serve the beautiful jeera rice. Our wonderful and beautiful jeera rice is ready to be served. Let's serve it. Everyone is so excited to be having this jeera rice, especially my husband. He loves jeera rice. He always likes having jeera rice with dal fry, dal makhni. So today he must be very excited because I'm cooking his favorite dish. Yeah, so that's done. So let's serve the dal makhni. Wow, look at how it looks, the color and everything, and trust me, the taste is going to be outstanding. Wow, I'm so excited to have this dish. I've been wanting to make this recipe for you guys since a very long time, and finally I've made this today, so I'm very happy. So I'm adding in some more fresh malai just over here on the middle. You can decorate as you wish. I don't have fresh cream at my house today, so I'm using this homemade fresh malai or ghar ki malai. Ghar ki malai is also very tasty. Okay, I love it. Then in the middle I'm going to add in some butter. So buttery and tasty. Don't worry, mine got melted a bit, so I'm just going to put it over here. There we go. So our tasty dal makhni and jeera rice are both ready. Buttery, creamy, tasty, healthy and very delicious. Easy and simple recipe of dal makhni and jeera rice is ready. Cooking Hub wishes you all the best in making this recipe. It's going to turn out amazing. Your family members are going to love it. You can add more cream, more butter. It's your wish. I didn't have fresh cream. Usually I always prefer adding fresh cream, but it's fine. Lovely. Done. Hello everyone, I'm back. So I just finished making the dal makhni and the jeera rice. So it's tasting time finally. Should I say tasting time or eating time? I'm actually going to eat it right away because it's almost lunchtime. So yes, let's get started. So I'm taking some jeera rice. Wow, I'm so excited. Some jeera rice and wow, creamy, tasty, luscious. Wow. Dal makhni. So let's taste. Wow, it's so good, so nice, so tasty. I can't believe I made this recipe on my own. It's so good. I can feel each and every flavor. It's just very tasty. I wish I could invite you guys to come and taste this, but you know what, you can make this recipe at your own house and surprise your parents, your siblings. You can surprise your husband, your wife, your children with this lovely dal makhni and jeera rice. So you know what, I'm going to go and enjoy my dal makhni and jeera rice. Do not forget to subscribe my channel, The Cooking Hub. Like this video only if you like it. If you don't like, thumbs down. Comment on my video and please share it. Goodbye and see you in my next video.